level. So far in that first half, Yuskaita understood what her expectation and role was in that one.
Yeah, definitely, and it's going to be interesting. You already see Fever want to get down low and get the ball in Aaliyah Boston's hands.
Here's Billings, 4 on the shot clock, checks it, turns.
The offense, and that's the attack mode.
Mitchell had that stripped. Sykes going the other way. Mitchell grabbing at her face. On the bounce, Conde comes back to Sykes. In the paint, hanging, gets that to give an update. We will get it to you as soon as we have one. Clark from behind 3. Billings, how about the effort? And they're gonna get a whistle.
Billings, you kind of trying to box out Billings, but Billings did a great job of just getting up.
Clark to the corner, gets it back for Billings. Into the paint, whistle and a foul. Here again, make sure your voice is heard for this year's WNBA All-Star voting, presented by Ally. You can scan the QR because you need fumbling for the button.
Well, Yuskaita went out with her 4th foul. So that is big when you look at Julie Alamán, also not with the team.
Ahead by 2. 16 points on the ball game. Clark trying to answer, doesn't.
Players have an edge, and you look on the lower right-hand screen, corner of the screen, you have to have that chip on your shoulder.
Here's Billings in the corner. That one's off the mark. Clark the rebound. Here's Hull off the window with tied at 57. Mabry, side Benley, baseline layup. Clark attacking on the bounce to Mitchell, and Mitchell
In the dribble, so you'll see control the dribble. She looks away. She saw Kelsey Mitchell start to attack and undercut whether or not you get the ball, and I think that's why it works so well with those two.
Out of the blue with it.
Well, she's so quick. When she goes backdoor, even coming off the screen, we talked about that earlier, she is a player that is hard to guard because you never know what she's going to do.
In fact, Benley able to control that pass from Mabry. 10 on the shot clock. Mabry. Foul line jumper doesn't go. Game for Aaliyah Boston. Here she is, stretching from distance. That one looks good.
AB stepped right into that shot.
On the shot clock here for Toronto. And Slim as we head to break.
The homestand continues this Thursday night with the Atlanta Dream return to town.
One thing that Coach Rondello talked about is, hey, we have to have the next player up, and thankfully for them, when Kiki Rice went down, they had situations that every coach has to deal with it to some extent. And
5-point lead for the Fever, 6.5 to play in the third quarter. Hui into the ball game with 6 on the shot clock here for the Tempo. Attacking. Finger roll doesn't go. Boston up the floor. Here's Cunningham.
And I think this also goes back to role players, knowing your role. And Kelsey Mitchell right on cue. Not on cut, just so hard. You know it's coming. You just can't guard it.
Aaliyah Boston averages just under 3 assists a game. And you saw a beautiful one there. Cross-court pass. Here's Pui. 4 on the shot clock. Conde. A calming shot.
By the tempo and just moving the ball.
Clark, little hesitation. Behind the back reverse layup. Isn't going to go, but...
Kelsey Mitchell's always in position for that backdoor cut. You stay set, and she is going to blow right by you. And just another look at it, but just so good at just going backdoor, being able to
play with it and not allow teams back into games.
Well, there's sometimes you play not to lose instead of playing to win, and I think that's just what she meant.
And a tie-up.
Right place at the right time, and we got this from Sophie as far as role players. That's what she's had to do too, but I think she's also been able to be a good leader.
Here's Clark, kick out Boston. Can she make it 2 in a row? That one off the mark.
That's what she's had to do too, but I think she's also been able to be a good leader.
Here's Clark, kick out Boston. Can she make it 2 in a row? That one off the mark.
Everybody is on their feet, but Sophie Cunningham, yet another knockdown three.
They're trying to figure out how to close this one out. Yes, it's only the third quarter, but you
can have with the defensive intensity have been.
Mabry, mid-range.
This second half with the defensive intensity have been.
Mabry, mid-range jumper go. 10 on the shot clock here for Toronto. In the corner, Key. Hui, the offensive rebound. And here's Mitchell trying to turn the corner. Clark. Mitchell gets it back, foul line jumper, that goes. 12-point lead, their biggest of the ball game. Conde off the kick. The answer. Cunningham works off Hines Allen. Lines it up and knocks it down.
Having a game right now is an understatement because she is feeling it. Knocking down shots, just the way she's knocking it down.
In the quarantine on the ball game, as you mentioned. And a whistle and a foul.
Then I felt like there was some opportunity that she kind of missed just by trying to move the ball, but it's good to.
They trail by 9 here with just over 2 minutes to go in this third quarter, Toronto.
Definitely. You look over at the bench, 3 players available to sub in. You got to learn how to use the minutes and use these bodies wisely.
Mitchell, even 2 points. Nurse coming back. And Kia Nurse gonna head to the free throw line.
You don't really, like, you talk about it throughout the game, but other players are scoring in the meantime.
Smooth and quiet. But for people watching that might not, they're like 25. Mitchell.
Well, it's smooth and quiet because you don't really put a lot of attention. Like Sophie Cunningham knocks down the shot, the crowd goes crazy, and it's wild in here. Another backdoor cut.
Up the floor. Cunningham works off Hines Allen again. That one's off the mark. Key with the rebound to play in the quarter. Nurse. A turnover there by Hines Allen. Kicks it. Johnson. That's off the mark. Here's Yuskaita and Hui. Working in the 2-player game. Hui to the basket. And team of Hui's
flow.
This is the first one coming forward. We saw it with Julie Allman, as you mentioned. As this Toronto team continues to try to 82-73 lead here for the Fever. 14 on the shot clock for Mitchell. Turn in the corner. Kicks it in the corner. Here's Hines Allen, baseline. Kick out, Cunningham. Yes! Mabry, 4 seconds from half. And that leaves time.